governance for voting for APGA candidates. State NLC Chairman-elect Nwafo reassures workers improved welfare, positive industrial relations. INEC cautions political parties against violence ahead of Saturday's poll. From the foreign scenes, Ukraine invites Florida Governor Ron to visit after territorial dispute. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Anambra State House of Assembly election gathers momentum. The State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumode, has advised teachers to be at the forefront in redirecting the society by supporting the present administration of Governor Chukwuma Soludo. Professor Ngozi Chumode gave the advice while interfacing with heads of teachers and principals in the state at Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASBEB, Oka. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata filed the report.
Professor Chumaude noted that the event aimed at rubbing minds together with the teachers on the best ways to further move the state forward. She described teachers as the greatest stakeholders in the development of society and asked them to make it a point of duty by coming out in mass on Saturday and supporting the APGA administration.
As to make sure that lies in the hand of teachers. They are one of the greatest stakeholders in the development of the society.
Also, the Managing Director, Anambra Broadcasting Service, Oka Sachido Obidiegu, went down memory lane to outline the achievements of the governor in 1 year, ranging from the construction and reconstruction of over 260 kilometers of road across all the local governments of the state to the employment of 5,000 teachers and other notable and landmarks achievements. Describing the teachers as models of society, Sachido said the state is lucky to have a governor who is also a teacher with the desire to provide a secure, smart, and prosperous megacity for the people of the state. Hence, the need to support the governor by voting all APGA candidates on Saturday for more developmental projects.
For the governor to be able to achieve giving Anambra State a livable and prosperous, secure, green, smart homeland, he needs your help.
Contributing, the State Deputy Chief of Staff and Chief of Protocol, Honorable Chinedu Nwoye, reminded the teachers of the need to vote for all APGA candidates at the State House of Assembly, urging them not to vote opposition at the House for smooth executive and legislative relationship, soliciting their support to ensure that APGA wins the third seat. Honorable Nwoye stressed that the governor is already fulfilling all that he promised in the Anambra, while adding that massive construction of roads is ongoing in all the local governments in the state.
The developmental strides of Professor Chukwuma Soludo CFR will continue. He has brought in solutions, and this year's budget is a budget of acceleration. So we don't want anybody to put wage as we have accelerated.
The APGA State Chairman, Sir Norbert Obi, informed the teachers that with their total support, APGA will coast to victory and occupy all legislative positions, urging them to get their permanent voters card ready. In their remarks, the ASUWEB chairman, Dr. Vera Nwadinobi, the chairman of the Post-Primary School Service Commission, Professor Nkechi Ikediegu, and the state president of All Nigerian Confederation of Principals of Secondary Schools, Mr. Jovita Arazu, pledged their total support to the present administration for easy and smooth governance.
A community leader in the Sofia Agwata local government area, Dr. Godwin Okafo, says developmental strides of Governor Chukwuma Soludo in Anambra State in less than 1 year of his administration are worthy of commendation. Speaking to the ABS in Oka on the massive infrastructural development by the Soludo administration, Dr. Okafo said that Professor Chukwuma Soludo has, through his oriented programs and policies, restored people's confidence and hope in governance. Abu Chimozo filed the report.
He said that creation of enabling environment by the present administration in Anambra State has no doubt encouraged speedy industrialization of the state and enhanced business transactions. Dr. Okafor, who is a frontline industrialist based in Lagos, advised Indian Anambra to continue with their support to Governor Chukwuma Soludo to enable him deliver on his mandate. He stressed the need for the electorate to support the All Progressives Grand Alliance (APGA) during this Saturday's House of Assembly election to enable the governor have committed House members that will work with him for enhanced development of Anambra State. Dr. Okafor called for prayers to ensure the success of this Saturday's House of Assembly election in Anambra State. The industrialist urged youths to key into various empowerment programs of the Soludo administration to become self-reliant instead of engaging themselves in social vices.
It's good. We support him. We give him all the necessary support by casting our votes to the All APGA House of Assembly. That will give him a very big opportunity and power to continue doing the good work has started in Anambra State.
The newly elected executives of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) and Anambra State Council have called for partnership with the management of ABS for efficient service delivery. The newly elected chairman of NLC and Anambra State Council, Comrade Humphrey Nwafor, made a call when he led his members to a familiarization visit to MD ABS Sachido Bidego in his office in Oka. Our correspondent, Blessed Dennis, filed a report taken from our studios.
Speaking during the visit, Comrade Nwafor expressed appreciation to Anambra Broadcasting Service for their usual support to the union and assured that the new administration will continue to sustain the cordial relationship. He said that the visit was to familiarize himself with the ABS as the empire of labor leadership in the state, assuring that his administration will usher in good leadership quality that will improve workers' welfare and promote positive industrial relations and best work practices. The state NLC chairman, while rating the performance of the present administration, described Governor Soludo as the best governor who in barely 1 year in office has done exceedingly well in all sectors of the state, and appealed to all workers and Indian Anambra to come out en masse to vote for the candidates of All Progressive Grand Alliance in the Saturday's House of Assembly election in the state.
We are part and parcel of this government and we want our state to move forward. We know the governor of the state is one of the best.
Responding, Sachido, while welcoming the LLC delegation, assured the new executives of the support and collaboration of the establishment. The ABS boss used the occasion to urge Indian Anambra to support Governor Soludo's administration and developmental strides by voting massively for APGA State House of Assembly candidates, pointing out the need for him to have quality legislators that share the same vision to succeed.
You are saying that your fellow laborers, quote and unquote, should support the government of Professor Chukwuma Soludo. The only way to show that support is to vote APGA.
In a vote of thanks, the chairperson of the Nigeria Union of Teachers, Anambra State Chapter (NUT), Mrs. Nonye Chibeze, promised that the administration will consolidate the good legacies of Governor Soludo. Present at the event was the Director of News and Current Affairs Department of ABS, Sageb Okbaleze, the Vice Chairman of Radio, Television and Theatre Art Workers Union, Ratao, Southeast Chapter, Prince Emeka Kalu, as well as the Anambra State Chairman of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, NUJ, Dr. Odogwu Emeka Odogwu, among others. In Oka, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
The Umwezani kindred of Eziumunya village has honored the member-elect Oyi Ayamelum Federal Constituency, Mrs. Maureen Gwacham, in fulfillment of their promise to her before the election. The event, which took place at Obiumunya, was colorful and well-attended. Damien Egwon has the details.
Addressing a meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security in Abuja, the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, advocated.
Sorry for that mix-up. Moving on, ahead of the governorship and state assembly elections in the country, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) has cautioned party supporters to desist from any acts that may ignite violence. The state elections scheduled for this Saturday involve 1,021 constituencies made up of 28 governorship and 993 state assembly seats, hence the need for the contestants to see the election as a contest and not war. Our Abuja correspondent, Ekwajide, completes the story.
A meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security in Abuja, the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, advocated well-guarded utterances amongst political parties and their candidates. He described the state assembly and governorship election as huge. Hence, the commission will not accept any activity that would undermine process and commended security agencies for their professionalism during the conduct of the presidential and national assembly elections.
It is therefore important for parties and candidates to speak to their agents and supporters to see the elections as a contest and not war.
The National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Mungunu, retired, who also doubles as the co-chairman of the Consultative Committee on Election Security, urged all to comply with the electoral rules, even as he assured of optimal conduct to guarantee a credible election across all states of the Federation.
I want to also urge the same individuals, especially at the state level, to demonstrate the same level of maturity, the same level of discipline by calling their supporters to conduct themselves.
In Abuja, Princess Ekwajide reporting.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency has assured candidates seeking to participate in its ongoing recruitment exercise that concerted efforts have been made to resolve challenges they are facing on the application portal with a view to making the process seamless henceforth. The online application portal of the Anti-Narcotics Agency began to experience glitches due to the heavy traffic of over 200,000 applicants trying to access the system barely hours after it was opened on Sunday, March 12th. Reacting to the incident in a statement, the Director of Media and Advocacy and DLEA, Femi Babafemi, said the system was currently synchronizing the data at the back end of the infrastructure in order to adjust to the server upgrade. He further noted that the agency upgraded the infrastructure on Tuesday, March 14, to accommodate the large volume of applicants after over 53,170 applicants had successfully logged into the port. From the foreign scenes, Ukraine has invited Florida Governor Ron DeSantis to visit after the Republican dismissed the Russian invasion as a territorial dispute. DeSantis is widely expected to run for president in 2024 and made his remarks in response to questions sent to possible Republican contenders. The former congressman said continued U.S. support of Ukraine was not among the country's vital national interests. The comment signaled he would probably scale back aid if he became president. It also aligned Mr. DeSantis with former President Donald Trump, the leading contender for the Republican nomination, who has opposed U.S. support for Kyiv and criticized the Biden administration's handling of the war. From sports, Barcelona will wear a logo from Spanish pop singer Rosalía on their shirt for this weekend's El Clasico against Real Madrid in place of the Spotify symbol, the Catalans said on Wednesday. It is the second time this season Barcelona have changed their shirt for the Clasico, wearing Canadian rapper Drake's OVO All logo at the Santiago Bernabeu in October, with Madrid winning 3-1. As part of Barcelona's sponsorship deal agreed in 2022 with music streaming platform Spotify, worth around 250 million euros across 4 years, the club can put different artists in the spotlight on their shirts. Rosalía is one of Spain's most successful singers and has twice been named the country's Woman of the Year by Forbes. The image on the shirt, on the front of Barcelona's shirt, will be her Motomami logo, which was the name of her third studio album released in 2022. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS TV from any parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television Oka. Go on to subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. You can follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again. Commissioner for Education, Professor Chuma Ode, has asked teachers in the state to complement Governor Soludo's good governance by voting for APGA candidates. State NLC Chairman-elect Nwafo has reassured workers improved welfare, positive industrial relations. From the federal scenes, we told you that INEC has cautioned political parties against violence ahead of Saturday's poll. And finally, from the foreign scenes, Ukraine has invited Florida Governor Ron to visit after territorial dispute. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values, as giving maximum support for the task ahead. That's all in the news this morning. My name is Uchechukwu Ebunam. Thank you.